What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, January 27th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Sir Ian McKellen says the current backlash towards the Oscars' lack of diversity should include gay actors as well. The Oscar-nominated actor and co-founder of the LGBT rights organization Stonewall said there's a lack of diversity in Hollywood, but it's not just exclusive to people of color. McKellen told The Guardian, "No openly gay man has ever won the Oscar. I wonder if that is prejudice or chance." He pointed to the Oscars Tom Hanks, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Sean Penn won for playing gay men. He asked, "What about giving me one for playing a straight man?" The 76-year-old McKellen, who is openly gay, was nominated for Best Actor in 1999 for Gods and Monsters and for a Best Supporting Actor in 2002 for The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. He said to Sky News, "As a representative of the industry therein, it's receiving complaints which I fully sympathize with. It's not only black people who have been disregarded by the film industry. It used to be women. It's certainly gay people to this day. And these are all legitimate complaints, and the Oscars are the focus of those complaints, of course." The Academy insiders held a meeting last week to make changes in voting and recruitment in hopes of doubling the number of women and diverse members by 2020. Having a woman at the forefront of a superhero film will work wonders in the DC universe, actor Chris Pine suggested during an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live Monday night. The Wonder Woman actor said he couldn't dish on many details of the upcoming film, which he revealed doesn't include the comic heroine's iconic invisible plane, but it's full of all sorts of fun stuff. Pine told host Kimmel, "What I think is neat about it is with all the Thors and Captain Kirks with men at the helm, it's always a revenge cycle thing. We're going to get the bad guys and the bad guys are defeated." He continued by saying, "What I think it's really lovely having a woman at the helm of something like this is there's a great deal more compassion and love at the center of the story, which for something as big a film as this is going to be, it's wonderful the little bit we can do to hopefully inch the universe towards something less aggressive." Pine says his role as Wonder Woman's better half, Steve Trevor, is great, even though he has absolutely no powers. DC Comics' Wonder Woman is expected to release in theaters June 23, 2017. Lucy Liu can't wait for her son Rockwell to see Kung Fu Panda 3. The 47-year-old actress discussed the forthcoming animated film during an appearance Tuesday on the Today Show. Liu voices Viper in the Kung Fu Panda movies and looks forward to sharing the series with Rockwell when he gets older. The star says, "Animated films meant so much to me growing up, so now being a part of it and even understanding what goes behind doing an animation, when you watch the movie, it's still magical. It's special. I feel really grateful that he's going to have that." She added, "That's going to be my legacy for him ultimately when he gets older and he's able to watch them and enjoy them. I don't even know if he'll ever know it's my voice necessarily, and hopefully he won't. He'll just kind of fall into it." Liu, who welcomed Rockwell via surrogate in August, often posts photos of her son on social media. The actress previously called motherhood, quote, "a miracle in a dream because everything is so different every day." She explained, "You're not even thinking about, is it Monday or Tuesday or what time is it anymore? You're just thinking about how he's changed from minute to minute and his reactions. Also, how you are and how you grow as a human being, being around another human being like that." Kung Fu Panda 3 co-stars Jack Black, Bryan Cranston, Angelina Jolie, Dustin Hoffman, and Kate Hudson, and opens in theaters January 29th. The first two films opened in 2008 and 2011, respectively, and earned a combined $1.3 billion at the box office. Straight Outta Compton and The Walking Dead actor Corey Hawkins is to play the lead in Fox's upcoming reboot pilot 24 Legacy. TV Line reported Hawkins will portray Eric Carter, a resourceful former Army Ranger who turns to the counter-terrorist unit for help once his past catches up with him. The television network said in a press release earlier this month, the pilot will feature an all-new cast of characters and retain the real-time, pulse-pounding, fast-paced format with split screens and complex interweaving storylines, with each each episode representing 1 hour of an eventful day. It also added the project will revolve around a military hero's return to the U.S. and the trouble that follows him back, compelling him to ask the CTU for help in saving his life and stopping what potentially could be one of the largest scale terror attacks on American soil. Howard Gordon, Manny Cotto, and Evan Katz are to serve as executive producers of the project, which will be produced by 20th Century Fox Television, Imagine Television, and Gordon's Teakwood Lane Productions. 24 originally premiered November 6, 2001, and was nominated for a total of 73 Emmy Awards during its 8-season run, winning the Emmy for Outstanding Drama Series in 2006. It starred Kiefer Sutherland, garnering 7 Emmy Award nominations and 1 win for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. The most recent chapter in the franchise, 24 Live Another Day, was a 12-episode event series that premiered in the summer of 2014 on Fox, reuniting series stars Sutherland, Marilyn Rajskub, Kim Raver, and William Devane. Chris Hemsworth is playing coy about brother Liam Hemsworth's status with Miley Cyrus. The 32-year-old Australian actor addressed his 26-year-old sibling's relationship with the 23-year-old American singer at a Tourism Australia event Monday. Liam Hemsworth and Cyrus have reportedly reconciled after previously ending their engagement. Hemsworth said of his brother's rumored romance to Entertainment Tonight, "I'm happy if he's happy, whatever he's doing in life. I can't confirm any of that, but, he's smart and he's happy." Hemsworth later claimed ignorance on Australian talk show Today when asked if Liam Hemsworth and Cyrus's engagement is back on. The actor did say he's seen very inaccurate reports and unreliable sources on the subject. Liam Hemsworth and Cyrus were together for 4 years before splitting in September 2013. The singer sparked speculation by appearing to wear her engagement ring last week, shortly after being seen with the moving truck outside her ex-fiance's home. A source told People magazine, "Miley is beyond happy to be engaged to Liam again. It might seem sudden, but they have been very close for the past few months. They just wanted to keep their relationship out of the spotlight while they figure things out." Hemsworth himself is married to Elsa Pacty and shares 3-year-old daughter India and 22-month-old twins Tristan and Sasha with the Spanish actress. The actor will next star in The Huntsman Winter's War with Emily Blunt and is also slated for the Ghostbusters reboot. And in a related story, Miley Cyrus confirmed on Instagram she is set to star in Woody Allen's upcoming 6-part comedy for Amazon. Cyrus wrote on Monday's post alongside a painting of the famous filmmaker stoked to be in Woody Allen's first series. She added, "I had claimed 2016 to be my year of chilling the fuck out, but next to my bed for a few years now has been this portrait of W.A. and I was looking into his eyes when I got the call to be a part of the cast and work alongside the badass Elaine May and that dude himself. 1960s, here I come." Alan Rowan will direct the show, which remains unknown as the untitled Woody Allen project. Roy Price, the vice president of Amazon Studios, said in a statement when the project was first announced in 2015, "Woody Allen is a visionary creator who has made some of the greatest films of all time, and it's an honor to be working with him on his first television series. From Annie Hall to Blue Jasmine, Woody has been at the creative forefront of American cinema, and we couldn't be more excited to premiere his first TV series exclusively on Prime Instant Video next year." Allen added, "I don't know how I got into this. I have no ideas, and I'm not sure where to begin. My guess is that Roy Price will regret this." Netflix provided another look at its upcoming series Fuller House with a behind-the-scenes featurette, including interviews from the cast. The video features stars Candace Cameron Bure, Jodie Sweetin, Lori Loughlin, Andrea Barber, and Dave Coulier talking about the premise of the reboot of the 90s sitcom Full House, as well as the bond shared by the cast throughout the years. Barber, who will reprise her role as Kimmy Gibbler, says, "The first time we were all together as a cast again was at the table read, and it was kind of like we never left." The featurette also contains clips from the show, which will center around Sweetin's character DJ, a widow attempting to raise her son while living in a house alongside her family. Sweetin says, "The fans have literally grown up with watching us. They feel like they're part of our family, and they give us such a great energy." Fuller House will be available for streaming on Netflix starting February 26. Farrah Abraham and her father Michael will face off on Monday's episode of Teen Mom OG. The 24-year-old reality TV star can be seen confronting her father in a clip from the upcoming episode. Abraham laid into her father after suspecting that he and her mother were planning to watch her 6-year-old daughter Sophia without her knowledge. The star complained, "I don't know what the fuck is going on. If I just need to X out both of you and have a babysitter here so my daughter feels confident and happy all the time, then that's what I'm going to do. Any sneaky ass shit people will let me know." Abraham had previously asked her mother, Deborah Danielson, to care for Sophia while she filmed Celebrity Big Brother in the United Kingdom. She changed her mind after she and her mother weren't really getting along and were clashing prior to the month-long trip. The star told on Radar Online, "I was upset with her and I wouldn't let her watch Sophia because I didn't really think that she was prepared for that and for as long as a month. I break it down to selfishness, and when she's being selfish, I really don't like that because the main focus is for Sophia." She said of her fraught relationship with her parents, "It's a work in progress. We see where we are going and where we want to be in our relationship. So I know that my mom has improved, and I know that we are working towards a better relationship for the both of us." The clip of Abraham's conflict with her father follows a feud with singer Nicki Minaj, who criticized the star's treatment of her parents after watching Teen Mom OG. Abraham had Sophia call the rapper a total loser in a Snapchat video after sparing herself with Minaj on Twitter. Game of Thrones actress Lena Headey read impromptu insults from reality show The Bachelor during her appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live Monday night. The star, known for her role as the notorious Queen Cersei Lannister on the wildly popular series, Headey drank for a Game of Thrones Esquit silver goblet while reading off insults from the women of The Bachelor. She said during the brief segment, "I'm going to punch her in the face, like seriously. I think her boobs are fake, but it's okay, like you can tell they're fake." During the show, host Kimmel complimented Headey on the way she delivers her lines when playing the Queen, saying, "The meanest things in a very cool way. You insult others, you actually threaten them," he said. Kate Hudson played Dub Smash for the first time during her appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Kimmel. The Kung Fu Panda 3 voice actress and celebrity donned with white earphones and performed short skits from famous Oprah moments to Adele's hit song Hello using the application on an Apple tablet. Hudson said after performing a line with delayed timing, "I'm a perfectionist." During her appearance opposite Fallon, Hudson, 36, described her promotional travels alongside co-star Jack Black. Hudson said, "It should be videotaped because that in itself is like a comedy." Actor David Duchovny attended his Walk of Fame ceremony on Monday, hours before the second episode of the freshly revived X-Files series aired. During the ceremony, attended by X-Files creator Chris Carter, Duchovny said receiving the honor was, quote, "a cool thing to happen," according to Variety. He said, "I grew up on 11th Street and 2nd Avenue in New York, and the 2nd Avenue Deli was a block away. They had their own Walk of Fame in front of the deli with stars of David on the street. I thought maybe I'd get one of those one day, but this is even better." The actor famously portrayed Fox Spooky Mulder in the limited X-Files series reboot and has been since the show's commencement in 1998. Speaking to the crowd, Duchovny reportedly said, "Seeing the star is something special and something to reflect upon, I think." Other than X-Files, in which he stars opposite Gillian Anderson, Duchovny also appears on Showtime's Californication and Aquarius. Duchovny received the star directly after rapper and actor LL Cool J received it last week. The rapper said, "I'm grateful. This is pretty big for me." Robin Williams' Napa Valley estate has been sold for $18.1 million to French winemakers Alfred and Melanie Tesseron. The Wall Street Journal reported the sale. Built in the early 2000s and nestled in the Mayacamas Mountain, the estimate was initially listed in 2012 for $35 million. The property included 650 acres and a 20,000 square foot Mediterranean-style house with 5 bedrooms and a swimming pool. The Oscar-winning actor hanged himself at his primary home in Marion County in August of 2014. He was 63. The beloved stand-up comedian and film star was known for his work in Popeye, Moscow on the Hudson, Awakens, Good Morning Vietnam, The Fisher King, Dead Poets Society, Good Will Hunting, RV, and Aladdin. Nikki Bella will put wrestling on hold to have potentially career-ending surgery Wednesday. The 32-year-old WWE diva announced the news in an interview with E! News published Monday. The surgery for a badly herniated disc will last about 2 hours, and Bella says she plans to take at least 6 months off to recover. Bella said of the injury, "I have basically a broken neck. What makes mine a little bit difficult than most people is that I have some disc behind my vertebrae, so with a lot of prayers, we're going to pray that the doctors can get the piece behind my vertebrae with just a bone fusion." Bella will stay at the hospital for 1 or 2 days before returning home and using a neck brace for 3 months with no travel. Her final x-ray will be in 6 months, but she should know if the surgery is career-ending the day of the procedure. She explained, "We only know that when I get out of surgery on Wednesday, and then basically how the bone heals Wednesday. So that's been tough, but I truly have such hope that I will get to compete in that ring another day. I really do." Bella promised to have the best comeback story that anyone has ever heard of, and was equally positive in an Instagram post she shared about her surgery, saying, "This isn't the end for me, it's just a new beginning of a new chapter." She said, "I know I will compete in that ring again. In life, we all have bumps in the road. It's how you overcome those bumps that makes you who you are. I'm ready to conquer those bumps. I'm ready to test my will and strength. When I walk down that ramp again, you'll hear me roar." Bella is leaning on her twin sister and wrestling partner, Brie Bella, and boyfriend wrestler John Cena as she prepares for her surgery. She and Brie, who are known as the Bella Twins, star on e-reality series Total Divas, which airs Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And a passenger report, Abe Vigoda died under hospice care Tuesday. He was 94. TMZ confirmed his death, noting it had prematurely been reported numerous times dating back to 1982. Vigoda is best known for his work in the TV sitcoms Barney Miller and Fish, as well as the first 2 Godfather movies and the big screen comedies Joe vs. the Volcano and Look Who's Talking. He is survived by his daughter Carol Vigoda-Hughes and was predeceased by his wife Beatrice Shai in 1992. Vigoda was 94. Rapper B.O.B. is convinced the Earth is flat, but celebrity astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson took to Twitter to release some of the musician's hot air. Over the weekend, B.O.B. circulated several tweets insisting the Earth is flat. He wrote Sunday, "There's no way you can see all the evidence and not know. Grow up. You can regurgitate force-fed information all day, still doesn't change physics." Famed Cosmos host Tyson then stepped in, responding to B.O.B.'s tweet questioning the curve of the Earth through a faraway photo of Manhattan. Tyson wrote, debunking the pic's assertion, "Earth's curve indeed blocks 150, not 170 feet of Manhattan, but most buildings in Midtown are way taller than that." In response to another tweet speculating how the stars Polaris could possibly be visible from the southern hemisphere, Tyson poked at B.O.B.'s thought process again. He wrote, "Polaris is gone by 1.5 degree south latitude. You'll never been south on Earth's equator, or if so, you've never looked up." Tyson continued, "Flat Earth is a problem only when people in charge think that way. No law stops you from regressively basking in it." He said, "Dude, to be clear, being 5 centuries regress in your reasoning doesn't mean we can't still like your music." Chrissy Teigen's pregnancy has given her a newfound confidence. The 30-year-old model discussed her body in an interview with Cosmopolitan published Monday. Teigen is expecting her first child with husband John Lennon and told the magazine she's learning to embrace her changing shape. The star said, "I really do feel more confident. I keep telling everybody there's no pressure anymore. I never lost my confidence in a bikini on the beach, especially when you look at people are looking at you and they expect one thing because what they see in the magazine, and you might not look that way." She also added, "I feel like rocking a baby bump more than ever because now it's not the time for a six-pack. There's something very beautiful about being pregnant. I think I enjoy being pregnant more than not being pregnant. I know it could go either way, and the next pregnancy could be the complete opposite." Teigen announced her pregnancy in October and later revealed she and Legend are expecting a daughter. The model confessed she's worried about her body change after the birth, but says she's doing her best to stay fit and on a healthy routine. She shared, "I'm doing everything I can to take really good care of myself right now. Before I would go on a binge of eating crazy, heartly foods and not working off. and then I'll do something like Sports Illustrated, and so I would have to work out like crazy for a month. Now I have more of a steady routine. Tegan has been conversing with reality star Kim Kardashian, who lost 30 pounds in 6 weeks after welcoming her son Saint. Legend previously admitted Tegan gets a little self-conscious about her body, but told Us Weekly he finds his wife more beautiful than ever. He acknowledged, it's weird when you used to looking a certain way, and then all of a sudden you have this new thing growing inside you that changes the way you look. I told her before that I was always attracted to pregnant women, so now I'm excited to be with a beautiful pregnant woman. Tegan and the 37-year-old singer have been together since 2007 and married in 2013. The model presently hosts Spike TV's series Lip Sync Battle, which was renewed for a third season this month, while Legend last released Love in the Future in 2013. Keisha uploaded a heartfelt video of herself singing Amazing Grace amid a tense court battle against her Sony Music producer Lucas Gottwald. Due to restrictions associated with the suit, the singer-born Keisha Sherbert is banned from releasing new music, but she figured out a loophole when she decided to share an impromptu cover. The 28-year-old singer uttered in the clip, "I can't put out new music, but I can sing a little something of someone else's songs or something that exists." Soon after, she begins Amazing Grace, adding her own special touch to the melody as she sings a cappella. She finishes the video whispering, "I love you," to her fans. In October of 2014, Kesha sued her longtime producer, Gottwald, also known as Dr. Luke, accusing him of sexual, physical, and verbal abuse over a period of 10 years. The singer's attorney, Mark Regos, said in a statement at the time, "The lawsuit is a wholehearted effort by Kesha to regain control of her music career and her personal freedom after suffering for 10 years as a victim of mental manipulation, emotional abuse, and an instance of sexual assault at the hands of Dr. Luke." Despite her musical restrictions, Kesha did perform a secret concert with her new band called The Yeast Infection in November. The singer wrote on Instagram during the holidays, "No matter what, no one will ever stop me from making noise. Never let anyone take your happiness. That's the only way they beat you. Never let them win. Love you all, Mary, Mary." Panic at the Disco celebrated their first #1 album on Monday on Jimmy Kimmel Live. The Las Vegas-based band performed their single Victorious on the ABC Late Night Talk Show following word their new record Death of a Bachelor topped the Billboard 200 albums charts. Death of a Bachelor is the band's 5th studio release and has sold 169,000 copies thus far. The album includes Victorious and the single Hallelujah and follows their 2013 release Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. Frontman Brendan Urie tweeted prior to the band's performance, "#1, I don't believe this. Pinch me, I'm dreaming, holy shit. Thank you all for allowing this to happen to me. I love you all. Now get ready. The best is yet to come." Yuri also thanked fans in the Periscope live stream, calling the band's achievement, quote, "a dream come true." Panic at the Disco previously reached #2 on the Billboard 200 albums charts with Too Weird to Live and their 2008 album Pretty Odd. Panic at the Disco formed in 2004 and released their debut album A Fever You Can't Sweat Out the next year. Several members, including Ryan Ross and Spencer Smith, have since left the band, leaving Uri to perform with touring members. One Direction released its History music video Tuesday, nearly 4 weeks after the start of a planned hiatus. The video begins with the band's formation on the X Factor and includes career-spanning footage from the next 5 years. The group's loyal fans are seen in several clips as One Direction sings, "You and me got a whole lot of history, so don't let it go. We can make some more. We can live forever." History appears on the band's 5th studio album, Made in the AM, which dropped in November. The record debuted at #2 on the Billboard 200 albums charts, selling over 400,000 copies in its first week, and includes the singles Drag Me Down and Perfect. The reflective video proved emotional for fans still upset by One Direction's hiatus. The group performed on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve in December before taking an indefinite break to rest and pursue solo music careers. A One Direction rep denied rumors of a permanent split this month after Us Weekly reported the band won't get back together. Sources told the magazine the group opted not to renew their recording contract, claiming the 1D thing just ran its course. Neil Horan, Liam Payne, Harry Styles, and Louis Tomlinson of One Direction are expected to take a minimum 18-month hiatus. The break follows the departure in March of last year of Zayn Malik, who will release his first solo single, Pillow Talk, on Friday. The Dave Matthews Band will embark on a summer tour across North America to celebrate their 25th anniversary, the band announced Monday. Starting May 11th, this tour will visit Wichita, Kansas, Saratoga Springs, New York, West Palm Beach, Florida, and other cities, totaling 37 locations and 46 nights. The summer tour will finish off over Labor Day weekend in George Washington. After the tour, the band announced they will take a break from touring the following year in 2017. A statement on the band's website reads, "We're so appreciative of our amazing fans and want to thank you all for your continued support." Pre-sale tickets to the shows become available Wednesday at 10 a.m. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1970, John Lennon writes and records Instant Karma in a single day. "I wrote it for breakfast, recorded it for lunch, and we put it out for dinner." That's the way John Lennon told the story of Instant Karma, one of his most memorable songs as a solo artist and the third Lennon single to appear before the official breakup of the Beatles. The only exaggeration in John's description was the part about dinner. Instant Karma wasn't actually released to the public until 13 days after it was written and recorded over the course of a single Tuesday on this date in 1970. By any measure, it was one of the fastest pop singles ever to come to market. Instant Karma came during a tumultuous time for John Lennon personally and for the band he was in the midst of leaving behind. The Beatles had spent the better part of 1969 trying to decide whether or not they were still a band, abandoning recording sessions that had just begun and canceling plans for their first live performances in more than 3 years. The material for both of the band's last two albums, Abbey Road and Let It Be, was recorded that same year, but Let It Be sat unreleased and without an agreed-upon producer. Lennon, meanwhile, was moving in a new direction. Give Peace a Chance, recorded during the famous June 1969 bed-in, had already come out under the name The Plastic Ono Band, as had Cold Turkey, his retching account of kicking heroin that same year. By January 1970, John had walked away from the Beatles, and the Plastic Ono Band was the only musical entity he considered himself part of. The January 27th session came about spontaneously. Lennon wrote the song that morning, and, as he said, "I knew I had a hit record." What got the record finished that same day and that gave it its incredible sound, however, was the unexpected appearance of Phil Spector that evening in the EMI studios. After several run-throughs under Spector's direction, John said, "Suddenly we went into the room and heard what he had done to it. It was fantastic. It sounded like there was 50 people playing." John's happiness with the results would lead directly to Spector's taking over the Doormat Let It Be project, a development that ended up driving a further wedge between Lennon and Paul McCartney prior to the official breakup of the Beatles. Also on this date in 2004, 13-year-old Keisha Castle-Hughes is nominated for a Best Actress Oscar. On this day in 2004, the actress Sigourney Weaver joined Frank Pearson, the president of the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Science, to announce the 76th Annual Academy Awards nominations. Undoubtedly, one of the leading stories to come out of that year's nomination was the Best Actress nod given to Keisha Castle-Hughes, the 13-year-old star of the independent film Whale Rider and the youngest actress ever to be nominated in the category. Born in Western Australia to a Maori mother and Australian father, Castle-Hughes moved with her family to New Zealand when she was an infant. While attending primary school in Wellington, the 11-year-old was spotted by the Whale Rider casting director. She was later chosen from among several hundred young girls to play Pekia, the heroine of the film. Directed by Nicky Caro, Whale Rider told the story of Pai, the only grandchild of a tribal leader who resents her for not being the firstborn son who can traditionally inherit the leadership role. Named from the tribe's ancient ancestor who, as legend had it, rode into town on the back of a whale, Pai must overcome the tribe's chauvinistic and her grandfather's animosity and prove herself as the tribe's rightful leader. The film became one of the year's biggest independent hits at the U.S. box office, and Castle-Hughes won raves for her precariously nuanced performance, culminated in the historic Oscar nomination. Though she eventually lost to the Best Actress statuette to Charlize Theron for Monster, the nomination marked her arrival on the Hollywood scene. She soon appeared in the controversial video for Prince's song Cinnamon Girl, in which she played an Arab-American girl who dreams of carrying out a suicide bomb attack on an airport after she is victimized in the aftermath of 9/11. In 2005, Castle-Hughes played the Queen of Naboo in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and the following year she starred as Mary in The Nativity Story. She gave birth to a baby girl, Felicity Amore, in the spring of 2007. The father is Bradley Hughes, her boyfriend of several years. Castle-Hughes promptly returned to film work, starring opposite Toni Collette in Hey Hey, It's Esther Blueberger in 2007, and re-teaming with Carol for a second collaboration, Venter's Luck, in 2009. And as your entertainment report for Wednesday, January 27th, 2016, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.